Hey guys, welcome to Dad's Dad. Today we're going to talk about how we threw our son a virtual first birthday party. Sometimes you can't get everyone you want together, friends, family, loved ones, but this we thought was a real fun way to include everyone we wanted to, and I felt like it would be a good idea to share it all with you. How we did it, what tools we used, what types of technology, and honestly, don't be intimidated. We did it very, very simply, and I'm going to show you how. So, to start, you have to pick a technology. We used Google Hangouts. You can also use Zoom. You can use Skype. You can use a bunch of different web applications. You can also use social media. You could go live and on Instagram or Facebook and have your family and friends join that way. We wanted the opportunity to record the entire thing, and Google Hangouts particularly provides you with a really easy way to just record the entire meeting and save it. So that's what we did, so we can have it as a keepsake for the future. One thing that we really liked about this was that we actually paired our laptop with our television. This allowed us to see in real time our family's reactions up on the screen, and we positioned our son right in front of the screen with the laptop directly below it so they could see him and he could see them at the same time. Right. Step one is complete. You pick the technology that you're going to use. Step two, invite your family and friends and have a dry run. I can't stress how important this is. Technology is great when you don't need it, but when you do need it and it's not working, it's one of the most frustrating things to deal with ever. So what I recommend doing is pick or designate a couple of tech-savvy people in your family. For us, we had my mother-in-law, we had myself and my wife that we designated as the people who were going to help everyone else get set up. So we divided and conquered, and we ended up having a very successful Google Hangout where everyone was able to log in and see Leo and enjoy the birthday party with very minimal bumps and interruptions. I personally spent over an hour on the phone with my grandparents who used their iPad to join us. And so, you really want to make sure that you're not doing that the hour before the birthday. You're doing that the day or two before. So that way, when the day comes, you're going to be excited. You're going to be jittery. It's so funny. It's like putting on your own little production. But you're going to want to make sure everything flows smoothly and not have to deal with technology issues. Step three, pick your child's outfit, pick the birthday cake, get all of that stuff prepped the day before. You want to have the expectation that you are throwing a full-scale birthday party from a planning perspective. It's not just a simple, let's just sit in front of the TV and do this thing. You really want to pageant it up. You want your child to feel like, oh, this is something different and special. This isn't a regular day of the week. So for us, we had picked a very special first birthday outfit for him, and we had all of his stuffed animals as little friends or guests behind him on the couch with him propped up in the center on his high chair. And then we had our family and friends actually would wear hats and decorated the rooms that they were hanging out in. So it really was like a special, and it seemed like a huge birthday party event. So for the smash cake, we looked online. I spent over an hour with my sister on the phone trying to figure out which cake we wanted to put together. We ended up settling on a cake that you can make at home with very simple ingredients. We used rolled oats, chopped them up into a fine powder dust in the food processor, added water, made a cake batter out of the oatmeal, and then we sweetened it with maple syrup. And then we made Greek yogurt frosting, which is whole milk Greek yogurt with a little bit of maple syrup whipped together and fresh fruit on top. It was absolutely adorable, and you'll see, obviously, my son didn't necessarily love being sang happy birthday to. Birthday to you!
It's okay, it's just a cake. See?
And having a lit flame candle put in front of his face the very first time. So my wife and I ended up eating the cake ourselves, but then we made him a second cake later. He definitely still liked it. Step four, camera operator. Someone has to be operating the camera. It's very hard. We used a laptop, so we didn't really need a camera operator for most of the party. However, when you're doing gifts or when you're moving from that stationary spot, it's so important to designate someone to pick it up and move it around. We are lucky enough that my sister was here, so she was able to help us and do that for us. But I would recommend if it's just you and your spouse or just you're obviously that person. So you're going to have to do that from time to time and move it around. But it's simple to set the shot, especially if you're mirroring your laptop on the television. So, if you set it up really quick, people won't mind. Step 5, half hour, maybe an hour before you go live with your virtual birthday party or virtual event. Have your designated technology person from your family or friend group call in ahead of time. I can't stress this enough. It was so important for us to test it out. We had them call in. My mother-in-law called in. She was on the TV. We were all set up. We waved and said hi. And we just knew that, okay, it's good. They can hear us. We can hear them. There wasn't too much background noise or anything like that. So definitely step 5, test it just before. That way, when you have everyone calling in and joining at the same time, you don't have to abruptly stop and cancel and reschedule a meeting. Next, do the birthday party. Everyone calls in, everyone joins, try to relax, everyone can hear you, everyone can see you, and you can see them for the most part. On some of them, for us, we use Google Hangouts, so if someone unmuted their camera, they popped up on the screen. You'll also notice some people weren't very good at remuting themselves, so certain people would stay on the screen a lot longer than others, but just have fun, just relax and enjoy it. Everyone's just happy to see you, see the child, or whatever event that they're participating in, and they're just excited, and you're excited too. And honestly, it was very nerve-wracking. I was very nervous the whole time. I don't know why, but we were just like having a blast, trying to go with the flow, and just trying to make sure that everyone else was enjoying it. And of course, we wanted our son Leo to enjoy it too. I think he was a little overwhelmed, to be honest, but I do think he enjoyed it, and especially when we opened a couple of gifts. We didn't sit there and open all these gifts. We picked a couple of gifts, we opened them, everyone saw it, and his reaction, and was happy. We rolled out our big gift for him, which was a toy Jeep. I got it on Amazon. It's really cute. I had a blast putting it together the night before. It was really easy. And just end on a high note. So one thing that we started feeling like was we didn't know what else to do. We're like, what do we do? What do we do? And on a high note, my wife made a video for everyone to watch. So we simply just used the share screen feature on Google Hangouts to play the video live. It was a 1-second daily clip of Leo from day 1 all the way to his first birthday, and it was, I think, about 4.5 minutes long, but everyone watched the whole thing. You could hear everyone's reactions as they watched it, and like I said, we recorded the whole thing, so we've already watched it a couple times, and it just makes us laugh. So I don't think it's ever going to go perfectly, but as long as you're happy in your child or whatever event you're doing seems to be enjoyable to everyone, you've done it successfully. So I figured I'd put this out there. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to keep putting out videos, how-tos and reviews and recipes and things like that as my son grows. So thanks so much. Take care.